We all knew this was finally gonna come, but I can't escape it as much as I try. I can't. It's all over the internet. How's it going out there? Well, we got a Sonic trailer that just finally dropped and it just came out. Like I said, I've been trying to escape it, but there's no way to escape it. I knew that I was gonna have to do another update video some other time. Continue the series for the Sonic movie update. For the first part, I talked about like my thoughts about it, like the actors that they picked, what the story is going to be about, that like my thoughts on what I thought the story would be about, and my thoughts about like how the story was going to be about, and just like a few other things I talked about. And then the second part of the Sonic movie update series, I talked about, like, that was when the first part where the Sonic theme just dropped, where his design, how he was going to look in the movie, and I did that one, and I just said, I'll see you guys when the trailer comes out, or something like that in that video. And then I was just like, then I was just kind of thinking, when this year started, I told some of my friends, I said that if this movie is going to come out this year, sometime this year, they need to release a trailer sometime soon, but hopefully never. But it finally happened. We have a trailer, and it's the first trailer, so I don't know if this is a teaser or an official trailer. So, and when I usually talk about movies and stuff, I usually stand in front of my movie collection and talk about movies. But I figured that since it's about a video game character and a video game movie, I figured that it's a good appropriate time to just sit in my game room in the Ryan Nintendo Freak set and to actually be surrounded by video games to actually be able to talk about this. So, now what do I think about this? Well, here's the thing that I want to say, and I want to ask you guys the same question. Do you guys ever have this problem when you guys watch the trailer? Do you guys, like, when Sonic's not on screen, do you kind of like picture, like, in your head the video game version of him, and then all of a sudden when he comes on screen, and then you see the movie version of him, then it's like, like, it could be worse. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. I mean, like, he could be a 6-foot fucking with a face exactly like a hedgehog. I mean, like, that would be, like, the most terrifying thing ever, because, like I said in the last video, that was what Paramount really wanted. They wanted him to have realistic features, and then Sega just said, no. So it was just like, man, thank God, Sega, you saved our lives. So yeah, but I mean, like, besides the way how Sonic looks and everything, now let me just talk about, like, the whole entire, like, government being out to get him. The whole entire, like, army or, like, the government out to get Sonic. I just think, like, personally, I think that's gonna be the weakest part of the movie. Like, the story plot and the government, I think, like, it's going to be the weakest part, but I don't even know exactly what the story plot is, but I knew when this trailer dropped, I knew, like, it was like, oh, Sonic's here in our universe to save our universe, or whatever, from Dr. Robotnik. And sure enough, when Sonic says, basically, I am here to save your planet, and it's like, how did I guess that? I mean, it's just like, I don't know, like, every time when a video game character or when a CGI cartoon character comes into our world, they always have to save our universe. It seems like that, I guess that's, like, been done. I'm not too sure. Jim Carrey, I just honestly think he's going to be the best part of the movie. Because everybody that, like, I looked through the comments before I made this video, and when I looked at the comments and everything, and my friends too, they have said it, they said that they want to see how Jim Carrey is going to be, like, they want to go see the movie because Jim Carrey is going to be Dr. Robotnik. And it's like, yeah, the people who grew up in the 90s, or even, like, who grew up in the early 2000s, and they know Jim Carrey, they're gonna want to go see this movie. But to me, this movie is going to be it's going to attract more kids than it's going to be to people like us. Like, I don't know how the fans of Sonic are going to react to this. I'm a fan of Sonic, and to be honest, I'm going to go see this movie just to see how this movie is going to be. And apparently, I guess, let's talk about this one thing that nobody has talked about on a video before. Turns out Sonic has Doctor Strange powers. I guess, like, is this Doctor Strange 2 or something? But I just think that's weird. I mean, like, in the original cartoons or whatever, like, Sonic, the rings gave Sonic the ability to, like, run faster, like, a speed boost or something, but not to teleport. I mean, like, that was never in the games or in the cartoons or whatever. But, so, I'm getting off track. Shit. Yeah, I was talking about Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. Jim Carrey, I honestly think, like, he's going to be the best part of the movie. I heard that Jim Carrey wasn't going to do any more, like jokey or, like, really, like, jokey characters. I am so happy that Jim Carrey decided against that. Like, to be honest, I think he was, like, the best choice because the way how Dr. Robotnik acts or whatever, like, certain movements or whatever, I think Jim Carrey can honestly Jim Carrey could be the only person to portray being Dr. Robotnik if it was live action. The only thing I need to get used to for Dr. Robotnik is that he has hair and an awesome fancy curly mustache that people have. And, but then I guess at the end of the trailer, he does get bald, and then that funky mustache that he has like that comes into play. But I think that's going to happen later on in the movie, so we're probably not going to see that. But, like, James Marsden, like I said, I think he's going to do really good in this movie. I know he is because he does have history behind it. Like I said, he's done Enchanted and he's done Hop from the movies that I've seen. James Marsden, he seems like he does really good in this movie. But like I said, he has a little bit of backstory, like history and stuff like that with working with mystical creatures and CGI characters. So like he can actually portray that a little bit better than like some people. Ben Schwartz, the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, to be honest, I don't know, he's actually pretty damn good. I mean, like, I didn't know how it would work for the character, and actually now since I look at Sonic and hear the voice, actually works pretty well. But to be honest, with this movie, it's not going to be great, and it's not going to be horrible, I don't think. What I think that this movie is going to be is that it's going to be kind of like how The Grinch was. Not the 2001, not the 1966 version. I'm talking about the 2018 version. How the movie was bad, but it was decent. Like, what I mean by that is that, let me explain myself. The Grinch 2018, how, like, when people come up to me and they ask me, like how the movie was, like, how was it and everything, I tell people, I say, The Grinch was bad, but yet it was decent. It's one of those movies to where you can come back once in a great while to watch it. It's not like one of those, like, go-to movies, like, you know? Like, it's not like I would say, like, oh, like with this movie, I think it's going to be bad, but it's going to be decent. It's going to be one of those movies to where you can come back once in a blue moon. Get it? Anyways, once in a blue moon, and like once in a very great while to come and watch the movie and stuff. And, but it's not like one of those, like, go-to movies where I would say, like, oh yeah, you gotta watch this movie. This movie's fantastic. But yeah, but it's one of those movies where, like, you can watch it once and then leave and just never watch it again. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, after a few years go by, then it's like, you know what? Let me watch this one more time. Like, I could see that happening. But that's just my opinion. Let's see, anything else? I'm just happy that it actually has some elements to the Sonic games than the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Like, I'm not comparing this movie to the Super Mario Bros. Movie, kind of, but the only reason why is that the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the only like comparisons or resemblance or whatever from the games at all were just the names. That was it. Like the Mushroom Kingdom didn't even look like the Mushroom Kingdom. Actually, I don't even think they were in the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah, just basically just the names and just like certain objects. That was it. The Sonic movie, however, does have some elements from the games. Like, you have Sonic, then, like, it has rings and stuff like that. The spin dash and the running effects are amazing, I think, in this movie. And then, like, yeah. So, at least, like, this movie has some, like, resemblance to the video games and stuff. But, yeah, I've been rambling on and on about this. Am I gonna go see this? Of course, because like I said, I'm a fan of Sonic. But to actually officially end this whole entire series, I need to see this movie to actually make this series into a complete circle. So, I just honestly think, like, I don't know, like, I'm still not for sure yet. But, yeah, but that's just my opinion. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.